आज ही डाउटनेट ऐप डाउनलोड करें। डाउटनेट पर होगा अब आपके सभी मैथ्स, केमिस्ट्री, फिजिक्स और बायोलॉजी डाउट्स का सफाया। बस अपने क्वेश्चन की फोटो खींचो, उसे क्रॉप करो और तुरंत वीडियो सॉल्यूशन पाओ। डाउनलोड नाउ।
Hello everyone. So the question says that draw the LS, that is the longitudinal section of the pistil, showing the pollen tube entering the embryo sac in the angiosperm. Label any 6 parts other than the stigma and the ovary. Write the changes fertilized ovule undergo within the ovary in the angiosperm plant. All right. So we'll draw the diagram for the flower which consists of the pollen tube and it is undergoing the fertilization process. So this is the flower or the structure of the pistil. All right, pistil is the part of the female flower. Pistil is the part of the female flower. Remember this. And what are the parts for the male? They are the anther. All right. So on the stigma, the pollen grains will come and they will settle down here. Before I want to draw the pollen tube, let's draw the structure of the ovule over here. This is the ovule. Okay, and inside the ovule we have the embryo sac. This embryo sac consists of at the callosal end they have the antipodal cell. In center they have the central cell or polar nuclei, and on the micropylar end we have synergids, and in between synergids we have the egg. All right, we have the egg. In the synergids, what is the that is its synergid has the filiform apparatus that directs the growth of the pollen tube's entrance. All right, now this is the hilum present. All right, so I'm going to draw the pollen tube. So these pollen grains will produce pollen tube as soon as they get settled down on the stigma like this. So pollen tube will be produced, all right, like this, and it will extend up to, and it will enter, from where it will enter from the hilum, that is the micropylar end. And what is that directs the entry of the pollen tubes toward this? That is filiform apparatus. Via some chemical reactions they direct the entry of the pollen tubes via the micropylar end. Now this pollen tube is carrying two male gametes. I'm going to draw here two male gametes, one is this and one is this. So this is the diagram regarding the pistil. Now we'll mark this. These are the pollen grains. Okay, this is the stigma. They haven't asked me to mark stigma, but still I'm going to mark the stigma. This is the pollen tube. All right, this end of the ovule is known as the callosal end. This is the callosal end. All right, wherever the antipodal cell is present, it is the callosal end, or vice versa. This is the antipodal cell. These are the antipodal cells. All right, antipodal cells. In between of the ovule we have two central nuclei called as the central nuclei or polar nuclei. All right, in between the two synergids we have the very important cell, that is the egg cell, and beside the egg cells we have two synergids. So these are the synergids, and what is the importance of the synergids? That it has the filiform apparatus. These are the filiform apparatus. And what is the importance of filiform apparatus? It guides the entrance of the pollen tube. It guides the entrance of the apparatus. TRACE, apparatus. All right, so these are the two male gametes. So this has been marked. This end is this is the hilum. All right, this is the hilum, and this end is known as the micropylar end. This is called as the micropylar end. Now they have asking what will happen to this ovule which has undergone the process of fertilization. So I'm going to draw the diagram again of the ovule symbol. This is the ovule. I told you at the callosal end we have the antipodal cells like this, then central nuclei is present like this. It can consist of the two nucleus, antipodal cells with single nucleus, and we all know that the female gametophyte is 7-celled and 8 nuclei because of the presence of 2 nuclei in the central cell, and then we have the egg over here. What is the main characteristics of the synergids? That it has the finger-like projection, which is known as the filiform apparatus. Now I told you the 2 male gamete enter inside the ovule and 1 male gamete combined with the egg. Another male gamete will come and it will fuse with this central nucleus. All right. So one male gamete, it will combine with the egg. It will combine with the egg and it will form a zygote. It will form a zygote. This is known as the syngamy. All right. Another male gamete, it will combine with another male gamete. This male gamete, all right, it will combine with the central nuclei, these two central nuclei, and it will form the endosperm. This will result into the formation of the endosperm. Hence, what is the generation for the zygote? This will be 2n, whereas our endosperm will be 3n. Why 3n? 1n, that is 1 nucleus from the male gamete and another 2 nucleus from the central nucleus. Hence, the endosperm will be triploid. Alright, endosperm will be triploid. This process is known as the double fertilization. Okay, double fertilization. So these are the changes that will occur in case of the ovule that undergoes the fertilization. Hope this answered your question. Thank you.
क्लास 6 से 12 से लेके नीट IIT JEE मेंस और एडवांस के लेवल तक 10 मिलियन से ज़्यादा स्टूडेंट्स का भरोसा। आज ही डाउनलोड करें डाउटनेट ऐप या व्हाट्सएप कीजिए अपने डाउट्स 8400 400 400 पर।